Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, August 23rd. And this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. First up, I should mention this, I always forget, subscribe on YouTube. Try to get my subscriber count higher. So if you haven't done that, smash, or you're supposed to hit, smash, whatever you're supposed to say, smash the like button, which should be the like button, and the subscribe button, which should be over here somewhere. Hopefully I'm doing that right. Any event, on the search news, Google has somewhat confirmed, then denied, then confirmed again, then denied again, that there was a Google indexing issue last week, or early this week. So on August 19th or so, well, August 20th, I saw some slowness in terms of Google News and Google Search indexing new content. It wasn't really indexing new content except for some content. So some content was showing up, some content wasn't. Here's like a screenshot of the Wall Street Journal, sorted by date, showing content from about an hour or two ago, 3 hours ago from the New York Times. Danny Sullivan originally said, yeah, it looks like there's some issues, but then he later on said that there wasn't any issues. But it did seem like there were issues. Maybe it was very, very short-lived. Because the next morning everything seemed fine. But Danny Sullivan said he believed there were some issues, and if you hear more, you'll learn more about it on the Google Webmaster Channel. And then I said, since nothing was posted on the Google Webmaster Channel, should I assume this is not an issue? He said that's correct. Again, there definitely was something going on. Google did not fully confirm it. They somewhat confirmed it. On Google confirming things, the evergreen version of Googlebot, 3 weeks or so after Chrome upgraded to 76, now the evergreen Googlebot is on 76 as well. It happened 20 days or so after the public release of Chrome version 76 for the browsers, and on August 18th, which was a Sunday, the Googlebot version of Chromium was also upgraded to 76. So that's a good thing. So now it supports like native lazy loading, stuff like that, which is good. So hopefully that will stay in tune. Also, the tools have been upgraded to support that as well. That happened the same exact day. So that's good. It looks like Google is fully dropping URLs for in exchange for breadcrumbs on desktop search results. Morty Oberstein from Rank Rangers tracking this stuff on over here as well. And you can see the Rank Ranger report. Breadcrumb URLs were like nothing, like 8.5%, and now they're almost 100% of the search results showing breadcrumb URLs versus URLs. And you can see that here. So Wikipedia, this is what it means by breadcrumb, not showing the full URL, but showing a breadcrumb pattern to it. URLs would look more like this, www.seroundtable.com, but that's the homepage. Individual pages show the breadcrumb version of it. And I don't have any breadcrumb schema on my website. So it's just Google doing it himself. And you used to see this mostly on mobile. Now it's fully launched on desktop. Google hasn't announced anything. I asked them about it. They haven't said anything about it. So hopefully they'll get back to me. I'm not sure when. But if they do, I will definitely let you know at Search Engine Land and Search Engine Roundtable. So there's been rumors like, Google's not really sending out any manual actions anymore around around link building, around unnatural links. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Dan from Dijon SEO posted just this morning or yesterday that his site, which is a popular website in the SEO community, was slapped by a manual action that affects all pages. It says Google has detected a pattern of unnatural, artificial, deceptive, or manipulative links pointing to pages on this site. These may be a result of buying links that pass PageRank or participating in link schemes. It affects all pages. And if you do a search for his company name, it doesn't come up in the search results at all. His site is gone from the search results. He tweeted about it, shared a lot of information, which is great. You should definitely take a look at this Twitter thread. Two things that I pulled from this is one, manual actions could hurt really badly still, especially link penalties. Two, I thought Google and a lot of SEOs in the link penalty space have also agreed with me that manual actions in the link world, or link penalties on natural links, have declined a lot because of Penguin being real time. That doesn't seem to be the case, or maybe it isn't. Maybe there's some cases that Google does this. So it's interesting. I haven't seen a complaint about manual actions around links in a while, and there was a complaint, and it was really, really big. So we've seen this before where Google on mobile for a feature snippet that leads to an AMP page would actually anchor you down and take you directly to a section of that feature snippet on that page and also highlight it. Now Google's testing that on desktop using Chrome features. So if you click on this result, it would then anchor you down to that portion of the page. It anchors you and highlights it. And this is all being used not from AMP, but from Chrome features. Glenn Gabe was spotted this, and he said this is using the target text Chrome functionality, which he explains here, and he shared multiple examples of this. So it's pretty cool to see Google actually testing this. I don't see this myself, but I wouldn't be surprised if Google does launch something like this. Google Search Console has added an AMP feature that when we discussed a while back when Google launched the swipe. This is what it looks like, the swipe to visit feature on image search. So you click on an image and you can swipe up to visit that page right here. That's only AMP enabled. But Google added a feature in Google Search Console to show you your AMP those results. So you click on image, so search type, and you select image. Then you select search appearance from the add new, and then you select AMP on image results, and then you get how much impressions, clicks, and so forth you get from that type of traffic. So that's a new report for you if you want to take a look at that. Big Webmaster Tools is making it easier to verify your websites on some DNS providers. They partner with something called Domain Connect, and they support 4 DNS providers, one-on-one, GoDaddy, Media Template, and Plesk. And basically, if you are one of those platforms, all you got to do is click add your site to Big Webmaster Tools, and it will pop up one of these sign-on things. You sign on there, and it will authenticate your site with Big Webmaster Tools. Google said, again, why does that load? Sorry, this thing is that you should document somehow that if a doctor has reviewed or wrote your content, that you should document it somehow on the webpage. Google said that you could either link to the doctor's profile, you could write a little piece of content that says has been reviewed, add a little link attribute or some type of trust seal or something that shows Google or shows users that this site has been reviewed or this content has been reviewed by a doctor or an expert on that content. Google also said that dating articles, especially even evergreen articles, makes it higher quality. So John Mueller said this on Twitter. Let me just show you the tweet. He said, "It's better for me to know what the date was. That makes it easier to recognize high quality evergreen content," which is interesting because evergreen content doesn't really need to be dated. I personally hate when I go to web pages and I don't see dates on it. Even if it's evergreen, I want to know when it was published. I do have said multiple times that I want Google to penalize sites that don't date types of content, not all content, but certain types of content. Although Google hasn't done that, I do kind of want them to do that because for me, reading content, I want to know when it was written or updated or something like that. Google has expanded the favicon black breadcrumb option at the top. We've seen this numerous times. So basically, it shows a snippet and the favicon and the black or gray URL or breadcrumb at the top. This is something Google's been testing for a while now, probably almost a year or more. And now this morning, it seems that Google has expanded that test. I personally don't like this user interface. I hope they don't launch it, but I'm not Google. They can do whatever they want. Google is testing also expandable features for People Also Ask. Let me show you what that looks like. So if you click on this, you click on the expand option, it will then expand to show you this, which you can then close. That's a new feature that Google's testing. Google's also showing images in some People Also View. Let me show you what that looks like. People Also View carousel with images in it. So that's cool to see. Google's constantly testing stuff. Google's also showing the People Also Ask a possible embedded suggested video clip. So we've seen suggested video clips a lot, but the People Also Ask feature, you could click on it and it actually could potentially show a suggested clip, which is I've never seen before, but it's very, very cool. Google also is testing more pagination on mobile. So instead of the more results button on mobile, they're showing paginated options. So page 1, page 2, page 3, something that we've seen Google test before. Google Local launched, Google Local ads could show competitor information. So this is spotted by Ben Fisher, who, if you do a search, and you can see here, he did a search for Browning Dodge, a Dodge dealership. It shows the Dodge dealership, but right below it, in that knowledge panel, that local knowledge panel, it shows an ad to a Toyota dealership. Not a good thing. Hopefully Google will prevent that from happening. Google also added delivery icons for the local pack. So if your restaurant delivers, Google might show a delivery icon. I see this myself. So if you search for McDonald's, you'll see a new delivery icon with a fork and a knife. Also, Google leaked, somebody in Google's supposedly, allegedly leaked documents. They seem legit. I don't really see anything that was like crazy, like, oh my God, but a lot of the certain types of websites out there are talking about it. But the things that I saw was that Google News gets about 4,000 applications per month, of which Google only accepts between 18 and 25% of those applications. The Google Web Spam team and the Google News team might collaborate, or maybe they do collaborate in terms of sharing a database of manual actions. Google Discover may have blacklists, which makes sense to me. And Google has a term, a fringy search or something like that, which is a description about types of search results they don't want in their search results. Google Ads is going to be dropping their acceleration feature, where if you want to go ahead and accelerate the delivery of your ads, you're no longer going to be able to do so. So if you want to spend all your budget within a certain time, that feature is going away. It's called Accelerated Delivery, and it's going away on September 17th. So be aware of that. Google Ads also launched this week a new filters option for the overview page, and also a new bidding strategy called Maximize Conversion Value. I have screenshots of both here if you want to take a look at that. And also I published 2 vlogs this week. I'm sorry. 2 new vlogs. You can access the vlogs over here, like I said. One was with Greg Sterling, who I've been writing with for a long time. I definitely recommend you watch it. It's fun for me. And of course, Greg Gifford, who gives amazing advice on local SEO, Google My Business, Google Local, Q&A, and posts. So definitely take a look at that as well. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz. This is Friday, August 23rd. This is the search news we cover over at the Search Engine Roundtable at SERoundtable.com over the past week. Everyone have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next. Bye.